Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a DesignSpark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a bolt and a nut, and we're going to be using the Helix feature. So we want to go ahead and load up DesignSpark. We're going to be creating this in millimeters, so we'll create a new design, and then we're going to go ahead and create the bolt first. We'll go ahead and get the circle tool. I'm going to click there in the center. You can draw in this mode, that's fine. It's probably easier to see this. So we'll do 10 millimeter. And then we're going to come over here to pull. And we're going to pull from both sides. So select the circle, come over here and do this pull from both sides. Now we're going to drag this. We'll do 20 millimeters. That should be good. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and select and then click off of it. Now we're going to go ahead and put a nut on the top here. So we'll go ahead and do the circle first. Click in the middle there. We'll do this, we'll just say like 15 millimeters. Then we'll go ahead and pull. Let's get both of these. And then we're going to pull this one up 3 millimeters. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the polygon tool. Click in the middle there. We're going to do, I guess 6 sides is fine. We'll go ahead and drag this out till it's even with the circle. Okay, now we're going to go pull. And we'll get these. Hold down the control to get all of these. Okay, now we're going to pull, and then we're going to click on this up to here. And we're going to pull up to here. And now we'll go ahead and spin this, because now we have a little bit of a bolt. I want to make this a little bit taller than 3, so we're going to click here. And then we'll drag this up another 2 millimeters. So undo, click there, type 2. So we're going to have a total of 5 millimeters. So this is going to be our little bolt here. Now what I do want to do is I want to soften up the edges a little bit. So we're going to select all of it, everything. And we're going to come over here and change this to chamfer. And then we're going to put a little chamfer on the top there. Maybe like let's undo that. Let's go 0.5. That should be good. Okay, that'll be fine. Now we're going to go ahead and put the threads in there. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and create the screw or the nut. So we're going to go ahead and select this, copy that. Copy that. So we'll get both of those. Let's go to move. Let's grab the blue. Actually undo. Let's do a copy. So Control C and then do a paste. Control V as in Victor. Now we're going to drag this down. So we have a copy down here for the bolt, or the nut, I should say. Okay. And then we want to have a little bit of a tolerance here, so we want to actually make this one a little bit bigger. So this 10 millimeters, so probably we'll bump that up to 11. And we'll get rid of that. Then I'll click on that, go over here to fill, and then we want to pull this through. Actually undo that. Let's go over here to cut, and then we want this to come through. Actually, let's just delete it. We don't need it. Hopefully I'll cut a circle in there. It looks like it's not doing the circle thing. What did we do? 11? We did 11. So let's just go ahead and draw one in there. Let's go spin this. Go back to the drawing there, let's click there, let's get the circle. Draw this out to 11. Okay, and then go to pull. Gotta guess, could you hit the cut there? I don't think it's pulling through anything because I haven't added a thickness on. Let's add a thickness onto this. All right, let's go pull there. Let's make that 5 millimeters. All right, this should be good. All right, and let's get rid of this piece right here. We don't need that anymore. So we'll go delete. That's going to be our bolt. Okay, now we're going to add the threads onto here. So let's go ahead and get the plane up there. And then we're just going to click there. We're putting a plane right in the middle here, as you can see there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and click on the plane, and we come over here to plan view. Click that. Now we want to do a K on the keyboard. So we want to get a spot where we can put our threads on here. So let's Control plus to zoom in. And then we're going to go ahead and put the little threads on here. We have to actually create a little piece here. So we're going to grab our rectangle tool. And then we're going to go from here out. They don't need to be huge, so let's just do 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter square. Then we're going to get the line tool. We're going to go from midpoint up here like this. Then we'll come down to here, and then we'll come down up to there. So then we'll go select the click off. So we were just basically created this square to have something to draw our pyramid there. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these. Let's do Control plus a little bit. And you have to remember what size you drew this. This is 1 by 1. And you need to use kind of the same method to draw the cuts on this bolt. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw a line here. And then we want to do our offset. So come over here to the offset, and we want to offset this. I guess that could be good. 0.25, it'll be easy to remember. So 1 was the square, 0.25 is the offset. So we'll go over here to trim, and then we're going to trim away all this stuff. Okay, now we're going to actually do the threads. Okay, so now we'll go to pull. We're going to go ahead and click. You might have to zoom in a little bit, and then just pan up. Okay, so go ahead and select this. Then we're going to come over here to the rotate or revolve. We're going to click this green line there. Then we're going to come down here and click this, check this revolve helix box. Now here's the pitch, it's 5 millimeters, so that's going to put the spacing in between there. So you have to kind of test it out. Okay, that's really big thread, so we want to undo that. We want to put maybe try 1 millimeter and then see what that looks like. Okay, that's a little tight, so let's maybe do 1.5. So we'll click highlight that, type 1.5, click out over here. Now we're going to click and drag this. So the height is how long the threads are. So if you want, you could just go ahead and type in a number here, or you can just manually pull the threads till they're all the way at the bottom. I'm going to do undo there, Control minus. We're just going to go ahead and use the 1.5 millimeter pitch, and then we're going to click and drag till we get to the bottom. And go something like this. Okay, that should be good. 18. All right. So these are our threads for the screw. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here, but we're going to go ahead and click on this. Come over here to plan view. Then we're going to pan up a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and hit K. So we're going to work on this. So usually we want to start at the top here, and then we want to just work our way down. So we're going to do Control plus. We're going to pan up. And then we need to get your square tool. Since this, we have to actually do a complete square. So we'll go 1 millimeter there. Or actually, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's do it up here so it'll be easier to grab. Then get our line tool. Go from the midpoint up to here, corner. Go down to the corner and then go over to here. Then select the click off. Now we're going to do our offset. And we're going to offset this line here. And then do 0.25 like we did up here. Okay, now we want to go ahead and trim. Oops, undo that. I trimmed the wrong part. So let's, okay, so now we have this piece right here. So this is going to be what we're going to use to cut. This is kind of like what you would call a cutter. So we're going to go ahead and move this. So let's go ahead and select everything. Come over here and turn off snaps, and then we're just going to move this. I'm going to move it over so it lines up with this line right here. That looks pretty good right there, and then we'll just start them right here. What you might want to do is maybe it's usually a good idea to put some kind of tolerance in your bolt. So you might want to make them a little bit bigger than this. So why don't we go ahead and do that just so it has some tolerance in there. So we're going to go do the offset. We're just going to offset this maybe 0.1. Just a little bit. 0.1. We'll do this 0.1. It's got the bolt has to have a little room to kind of wiggle around in there, and then we'll do this one 0.1. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and grab our this little tool up here, this create corner, and we're just going to create the corners on all these. Okay. That's good, and now we're going to just go ahead and get rid of this stuff in the middle. Hold down the control key. Okay, so we have a 0.1 millimeter space in there, so that's going to be good. That'll be enough room to fit in here. And if you want to check, you can just go ahead and select that, and then you could move it up over to here, and then move it over to see. Okay, that's how much space you're going to have in there. So let's just go ahead and move this back down, or just go undo. Okay, right to there. Now we're going to get rid of this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to pull. Let's do Control minus, and then we're going to go ahead and spin this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select this here. Then we're going to go to the revolve, so we'll click there. Now we're going to go click on this green center line. Then we're going to go to the remove revolve helix. And now we're going to go cut. We're going to use this as a cutter. So now we're just going to click and drag this through. As long as it goes through the bolt, that's all that matters. It looks like this did. So that's going to be our screw and our bolt. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. You don't need that anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Now we'll go ahead and spin this. Let's go ahead and select everything and go to the move, and we'll just drag this down. Okay, so now what you can do is, if you want to check this stuff, you could go ahead and move the bolt. Go ahead and move it up, put it somewhere around here. And you have it over here if you need to select it. You have this the bolt and then the screw, or the screw and then the bolt. So if you want to select it, you can. So what we're going to do is put a plane in here. Right there. Just click. Now we want to click on that plane and hit the K on the keyboard. Actually, I don't think this is selected. Hold on a second here. There it is. Alright, so it just took a minute. Alright, so it looks like we're actually pretty good. We could come in here and select this. Go to the move. Select this one. And just grab the red. Kind of move it up a little bit. And then click off of it. And then we can go ahead and spin this. So that looks pretty good. I mean, we probably didn't have to make our little notch. We probably didn't have to make it bigger. We could have probably kept it the same size, but that's generally what you want to do, is add just a little bit of tolerance to this, to your, so it's not, you know, so it threads on here, but it doesn't thread on super tight. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and go back to the 3D mode there. We're going to click on that plane, get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. Don't need this one either. Now we're going to come over here, highlight that, and then we're just going to drag it out of the way. Alright, so this is going to be the tutorial for today, how to create a bolt and or a nut and a screw. Now you would apply the same principles as you would if you were making a cap. So if you had a little, maybe like a container you wanted to hold some stuff in, you would actually create, this would be your container. So you would have cut threads in it, and this would be your cap. You'd have threads on the cap. And usually with some stuff like that, the pitch, you can put a lot more space in between the pitch. You don't have to have so many threads. In fact, a lot of caps, like a bottled water cap, it only has a couple of these. It has one or two, maybe three at the most. And then on the corresponding bottle of water, it might have, you know, three as well. So it doesn't have so many. The only reason bolts have a lot is because they have to screw all the way through the nut. So, okay, well, hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial and you got a little something out of this. And once again, thanks for watching.